What is going on, everybody? I don't even have my mic set up. This is a disaster already. Welcome to the Locker Room Rant. As always, I'm your boy, Tony. I'm here with my boys, John V. and Nico. Say hello.
What's happening, fam?
Finally crossed a milestone.
I want to be the one that says it, Nick. Okay. We hit 100 subscribers late last night. It wasn't any of our family or friends. We didn't call someone and say, we need one more. We're stuck on 99. We played it right, and we waited, and we finally got to number 100. Big thanks to everyone out there that's supporting the channel. If you could pass the word, your boys are trying to make it big. As always, please hit subscribe down below. And guys, this is our last show before the season starts, and it's our last show before Saturday, obviously, which is 9/11. And I want to throw in some patriotic little tunes here and there throughout the show. Hopefully we don't get kicked off YouTube, but that's a chance we're willing to take these days. We love America. We love you all, and we're ready to get going with the show. Let's get this chat up and going here. We got Izzy already up and going. 49er Chanel, what's going on? Layla, I don't know. That might be Mo. I think that might be Mo's kids on there. Either way, we're ready to.
Is Mo's kid a 100 subscriber?
Yo, you guys got a thank you for your concern for Izzy and Ida and the fallout with all that stuff. I let her know that you guys were thinking about her, and
As soon as I heard that shit in the news, Izzy, I texted John. As soon as I saw New Jersey was involved, I said, "How's our girl Izzy doing?" He goes, "I'm checking on her right now," and he gave me the update. Said you were doing good, so good for that. And Muhammad, just a quick shout out. I don't know if you're on your daughter's YouTube account, but if you're on her account, subscribe to us on that account too. Oh shit, John's rocking the Bosa tonight.
Yes, 75th anniversary.
All right, we're gonna go through each and every game on this coming slate of Week 1 in the NFL. We're gonna go through each and every game. We're gonna give our analysis, our picks, and let's see if we can maybe even help some people win some cash on Week 1, huh? You never know. Maybe our picks are what everyone needs. But we're gonna sure as hell try. First thing I want to do is I want to make some predictions. We love predicting stuff, and 9 times out of 10 we're wrong. But you know what? It's fun to predict stuff. I want to predict the offensive and defensive rookie of the years this year. I want to start with the offensive rookie of the year. Nick, I'm going to start with you, buddy.
I'm going to throw a little bit of a curveball. I know you probably expect me to take Lawrence because I'm the guy who hypes up Lawrence. I said he's the best quarterback in high school, best quarterback in college. But actually, I'm going to go Mac Jones.
That's not that far-fetched of a pick. I was expecting something a little crazier from you. Some guy we never heard of before, but you kind of disappointed me with how basic that answer was.
I just think out of all the teams that is going to have a starting quarterback, it's going to be the Patriots who probably do the best. I think Jones will do pretty well. I don't expect the Patriots to knock everyone's socks off, but I do expect him to have the most consistent, the best year when you include the team's productivity as any other rookie quarterback that's out there. And I just think it's going to be a quarterback.
So you're going Mac Jones.
Yes.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Little Hagrid in there. Yep. John, what are you going with, buddy?
Man, I'm kind of torn, bro. Izzy's got a guy. We got a guy in the Niners, man. His name is Talanoa Hufanga, man. He's a safety, and it's pretty amazing.
Offense.
Yeah, we're sticking to offense right now.
Offense.
Oh, yeah, my bad. I think Kyle Pitts. is going to show out.
That's not bad.
Wow.
I actually really like that dude. I mean, he's like, he could potentially be the next Kelsey, Kittle. He could be in the top echelon of tight ends.
The only thing I would put against that is that typically tight ends. I know Pitts is a very popular pick in fantasy right now, but typically tight ends don't necessarily have year one success like other positions like quarterback. I mean, quarterback you're gonna have some success because you're running the team, but running backs you can have an instant impact. Receiver typically you can have a little bit more of an instant impact. Tight end is a little more nuanced position, so typically they don't have like instant success. But I'm not. It's within the realm of possibility.
George Kittle was a 5th round pick, dude.
Yeah, but he wasn't an offensive rookie of the year by any means.
Okay, fair enough.
Enough said.
I'm not saying he can't be good. I'm not saying he's not going to be good eventually, but I don't know if he's offensive rookie of the year material right now.
Let's just see what happens, will you?
But I mean, it's like I said, it's within the realm of possibility. He's a special player.
You took Mac Jones, Macaroni Jones.
Yep.
And I'm going to go with Najee Harris. The reason I'm going to go with Harris is because I think he's going to get the volume of touches. He's playing instantly. It's not like one of these quarterbacks that are sitting out a few weeks and then slowly being put into the games. I think Harris is going to get a lot of volume, and I think he's going to produce in Pittsburgh. And so I'm going Najee Harris, and I could be completely wrong, and there's a good chance that all three of us. But the picks are made. Let's go with defense. Nick.
Wait, hold on 1 second. I want to ask you a question real quick. Oh, you're drinking the Bush Apple as well there, bro?
I also am going Bush Apple tonight. Compliments of the Cruise Through Warren, Ohio. Go check them out. Cruise on through.
Tone, are you worried about Pittsburgh's offensive line at all?
Yeah, one thing I noticed is an offensive line is still an offensive line. I mean, it's nice to have a great offensive line, but I feel like you still are able to produce at some type of level. I mean, it's not like nobody's there blocking. They still have five guys up front. I think they're going to spread the offense out. Ben's going to be throwing the ball a lot, and that's going to really not have the boxes cleared out. And I don't think they're going to be stacking the boxes against Najee Harris and the Pittsburgh Steelers. So I think he's going to get his opportunities. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
All right. Fair enough.
Got Niner
Dion,
gang.
what's up, brother?
That's Dion again.
That's Dion.
Oh, Dion. What's good? All right. How about defensive? Nick, go ahead.
I'm actually gonna go with the homer pick here, and I'm gonna go with my boy Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. I think he's a special player. I think he was a top 10 talent. Just the amount of production he had in the preseason. I get it, it's preseason, but this is the first time a rookie gets to see the field in live action. I think Owusu-Koramoah is going to be a guy who's able to cover. He's going to be an impact guy. He's going to be able to cover slot receivers. He's going to be able to cover tight ends that normally aren't able to be covered. He's going to be able to get sacks on the quarterback, apply pressure, and he's just going to be a ball hawk all around the field. I think you're going to be amazed at what Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah can do.
How about good analysis, buddy? Everything you just said, I'm going to apply those same words to Gregory Rousseau and my Buffalo Bills, and that's why I'm going with defensive rookie of the year. So thank you for that. I'm glad you went first. Mr. John, who you like, John?
I do. I like Nick's pick. I really do. But if we're gonna stick with our respective squads, I'm going with Talanoa Hufanga, man. He's got this nickname that I'm not crazy about it because they are ridiculous shoes to fill, and to even be compared at a smaller sample size is crazy. But they compare him to Troy Polamalu, and he has some ties to Polamalu, and he's been training with Polamalu from what I could understand. So I think he's going to show out, man.
Really good. I will say this. I know I try to get John riled up a lot. Kid does look really good. Polamalu is a stretch because Polamalu, I think.
Well, no.
In my own opinion, Polamalu is the greatest defensive player of all time.
Listen, Nick, look, let me tell you, I'm not comparing the two. I'm just telling you there's those nuances. People they got their comparisons, but I believe that he could end up a candidate for Defensive Player of the Year. So I'm going to stick with him. But I do like your boy, Gormora, for sure.
I'll tell you what, when you start throwing Polamalu out there, those are
I know, bro. I know.
I think Polamalu is the greatest defensive player of all time.
Without a doubt. He's definitely in the top 5, top 3.
My money's the greatest. I hated the Pittsburgh Steelers. I've always hated the Pittsburgh Steelers. I continue to hate the Pittsburgh Steelers. But that guy was freaking amazing.
What position did he even play? I mean, that guy was fucking. He was
a box safety.
He was just a rover.
Dude, he was incredible.
I think he just played rover. I think he was just all over the field wherever he wanted to be.
Remember how he would just jump over the line before the quarterback even had the ball?
That was probably the greatest. That was probably the greatest sack I've ever seen.
He was a psychopath out there.
Dude, he could time it. And crash through before they could even get the handoff.
I forget what team it was, but Kerry Collins was the quarterback, and they were on like the 1 yard line, and he jumped over the pile and like got him for like a 1 yard loss.
Yeah, and he didn't do it just once, bro. He did it. He made a habit of it, bro. He was phenomenal. So I hate the comparison in some aspects, but it's kind of heartwarming, man, that at least you got some familiarity with the guy. And
I mean, he does look pretty good. I like that. I do like that Hufanga dude. He does look all right. I don't know how good he's going to be, but he does look like promising.
He had a great camp. He had a great preseason. So, and he was a late steal. So I'm excited.
Izzy said Lawrence Taylor's the GOAT.
People say that.
You can't take him out of the conversation.
If you gave me one person, I'd take Polamalu. I just do.
That's a good conversation.
He was a beast.
That's a good conversation for another show.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll talk about that stuff.
Oh, for another show, huh, John? Okay. So you want us to move on? Why don't you just say that?
No. But I do like where it's going, and I don't want to get sidetracked because you guys will get me going on this, that, and the other.
All right. So there's 3 starting quarterbacks in the NFL that are from the University of Alabama. You got Tua, Jalen Hurts, and Mac Jones. For this year only, we're not talking about for the entire career. Who will have the better year this year? Tua, Hurts, or Mac Jones? John, start us off.
It's a hard one, bro, because I feel like Tua and Hurts, their respective teams are not sold on them. And I just feel like it's like they have it's not fair really, but I'm going to say Jalen Waddle out there. Who the hell does Hurts have to throw to?
Devontae's.
Rieger, Devontae Smith,
yeah, but
Rieger,
is Devontae's
Ertz.
leg? What is he at? Is he still hurt?
No, I don't think
Doesn't matter for the sake of the conversation. I'm gonna look. You know what, Nick? I don't know if this was your pick, but I'm gonna go with Mac Jones.
Wrong.
I will go. It's kind of hard because if Deshaun Watson goes to Miami, obviously Tua's last. But if Tua's the starting quarterback, then he's probably going to have the most success. I think he'll be a little better than Jones. I think Jones would be second and Hurts would be third. Hurts, here's the thing about Hurts. I don't trust his arm, and his legs are great. That's fine. He's a big, tall quarterback that can run. But, unless you have that special arm talent, you're only going to be able to go so far as a quarterback in this league. You've seen it with numerous other people. You've seen it with guys like Kaepernick. You've seen it with guys.
Kaepernick could throw the ball like a missile.
Yeah, but he wasn't an accurate quarterback. The same
he was accurate. He couldn't read the field.
Same thing with Cam Newton. Whatever it is he was missing part of the equation of being a good quarterback. Yeah. Okay. Well, if you want to say that, then
he lacked the IQ that it took. He didn't have that. He couldn't. It was a one read.
But that's all part of throwing the ball, though. So I include that in whatever's. But you can only get by so much. Your offense is going to be simplified. And eventually, even if you have success from the get-go, teams will start to read you. And you won't be able to go as far as somebody who can actually throw the ball, read defenses, make plays on the fly. You're not going to have that success. So Hurts is going to be my third. If Tua plays, number one. If Tua doesn't play, then obviously he'll be third.
I think Tua's playing, bro. In all accounts, I think that they are all in on Tua this year. They're going to give the man the opportunity to show them what they drafted.
There was the Deshaun Watson talk. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but Deshaun Watson, I think there's going to be he's still being investigated from what I understand, and there's still got to be. The league hasn't even imposed their ramifications, right? So you never know. I mean, you don't know, right?
I mean, you have to have evidence.
Right, true. Look, Mac Jones threw for 4,500 yards one season, bro. Now, I get it. That was college. I understand it. But with Bill Belichick, dude, there's weapons all around him in New England. So
why does everyone keep saying that?
I think there's a ton of weapons in New England. I think he's just
I've been hearing that for the last week, how Mac Jones has all kinds of weapons. Who the fuck are his weapons?
Well, he's got a pretty good
Johnny Smith.
All right. Is he a top
Henry?
Are either of those guys top 10 tight ends?
Yeah.
I think you can make an argument for top 10.
They might be towards the bottom of the list, but there's
I think you make an argument for like Hunter Henry maybe being like the 7th tight end and Johnny Smith being the 10th.
Hunter Henry will play maybe 5 games this year. Calling it.
He has an injury history. But
so who are these other weapons? Jacoby Myers? Nelson Aguilar?
Bourne. I don't think he has that.
Kendrick Bourne, whom they believe. I know, dude. I know you guys don't know who that dude is, and you guys
know who it is.
They spent quite a bit of money to get him, and I'm going to tell you something. They're paying him good, and he's efficient, dude. He's efficient.
He was the third or fourth best receiver on the 49ers last year.
Yeah, it's like
Who the fuck are
But-
you, man?
But he converted when the time when push came to shove, he delivered. He has good hands.
He's a guy that you should be able to get off the waiver wire at any point in time in the season.
John, let me ask you this: if he was on your
Listen,
team,
Dion,
right
no
now,
matter what, bro, they're gonna roast me, bro, because they don't know who KB is. They don't give a damn who KB is. So let's just let the season speak for itself. We'll come back to this. We got to get D back on the show.
if KB was on the 49ers right now, would he be your number one?
No.
Would he be your number two?
No.
2 or 3, but does it make a difference, bro? We spread the ball. I mean, it's not like look, you know what? I'm having a hard time distinguishing who Debo and Ayuk are going to be 1 or 2. I'm still having a hard time there's a good chance that if KB stayed in San Francisco, he could compete for the second role.
Both Debo and Ayuk would easily win the number 1 and 2 job.
Okay, well, Ayuk just got named our punt returner, a kick returner.
And here's the thing. I don't think the 49ers wide receiver core is that good. I think Debo Samuel is a good player, but not necessarily a great receiver because he does a lot of different things well. And Ayuk is, a lot of people have high expectations for him, but he's unproven. And Kendrick Bourne is below them.
All right, so Dion says 3. Okay, 2 might have been a stretch, but compete if you will. There's some injury history. Look, I mean, if he stayed in the Niners, he would be a solid 3. Fuck it.
Okay,
for the sake of conversation. But that doesn't mean he's not going to be a playmaker. I mean, we relied on him a great deal. I mean, he was one of the reasons why we had a successful season in 2019.
Now the Patriots do have a great line, though. They do have a great offensive
hold on.
line.
Goose Fraba, everybody. Goose Fraba. John, let's bring the heart rate down a little bit. Would you put Kittle above?
My watch is like, chill the fuck out, dude.
Would you put Kittle above Jonnu Smith or in Hunter Henry?
Listen, the only drawback George Kittle has is some health. He couldn't stay healthy, but I believe that he has put some of those injuries behind him. But yes, I put him just under Kelsey.
Okay, I agree. Here's my thing. If you're saying he has Jonnu Smith, Hunter Henry, Kendrick Bourne, and Jacoby Myers, is that anywhere near even what the 49ers have?
I mean,
no.
I mean, dude, but
the answer is no.
Dude, they won the fucking Super Bowl with just what the fuck's his name?
They had the greatest quarterback of all fucking time.
Okay.
And the greatest tight end of all time.
Okay, so what the fuck does that? I mean, listen. I still think that New England will be competitive in their division.
I think they might win the division. I'm a Buffalo fan, and I'm thinking they're going to win the division, but it has nothing to do with the weapons.
Why do you have to have why do you feel that you have to have the best of everything to win? You just have to be efficient.
I'm just saying. The argument right now is that everyone's saying New England has great weapons around Mac Jones. Who the fuck are these weapons? That's all I'm saying.
All right. Well, then who did Cam Newton have his first year as a Patriot?
They sucked.
None of them.
Even worse. He had Edelman at least. He had Edelman.
All right.
I think the Patriots have a really good.
That's not going to do it. It's still not in comparison to the Brady Edelman 1-2.
The Patriots have one of the best lines in the league. They got pretty decent running backs. None that are going to blow you out of the water, but their running backs are fairly solid. They have a really good tight end duo. Their receivers aren't really that great, and they're going to be pretty much relying on ball control and their defense. That's
No, Izzy. I didn't say of all time. That was one of my picks. Tony, what was the selection that we did with the tight ends? That wasn't my pick of all
the
time.
Locker Room Rant Hall of Fame, which only 2 members are going to be part of forever until we change the rules.
I rewatched that shit and I was like, why did we even do this?
It was for fun.
There's 2 members of the Hall of Fame. It's Peyton Manning and LaDainian Tomlinson. And that's the only 2 members there'll ever be.
You said Shannon Sharp, John. You wanted as the tight end.
Yeah, I mean, we had to pick a tight end that was from 90. What did we say? What were the rules?
98 to now. They can't get the league anymore.
Okay, that's what I chose. I chose Shannon Sharp. But I mean, Tony Gonzalez was in there as well. So I guess, but didn't we? Who picked Tony?
I did.
Tony did.
All right, so I couldn't pick Tony.
And I think someone else did too. Someone else in the chat picked them, and you were like, "Oh yeah, Tony Gonzalez," and I was like, "John, I already said that."
Yeah. I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't paying attention.
All right, we're gonna start getting these comments up here. A lot of shit going on.
Anywho, look at the end of it all. I agree with him there, man. Gronk was just overrated, bro.
Gronk was a dominant force on the football field. Like
okay, so was Emmitt Smith.
Tony Gonzalez was a great. Nobody's talking about Emmitt Smith.
You just want to throw random shit out there. You just want to throw random shit out there.
I never said Emmitt Smith was bad. Nobody's talking about Emmitt Smith.
We gotta get this show back on track. We're going off the fucking rails.
All right, no, Tony, you wanted to know about the weapons in New England, and I believe that Mac Jones has a better supporting cast than Cam Newton did coming in, and I think at the very least we should see how they produce.
Okay.
Okay. Scott, what's up, man? Good to see you, brother. Thanks for stopping by, man.
John's got all these friends in here. We ain't got shit, Nick. Got all these shout outs. We don't know anybody.
We need to join our communities a little more.
We have no.
You do need to involve yourselves in the community more.
Our communities.
I got news for you. This is our only community. Izzy and fucking Havoc is our community. That's all we got. That's all we really need, though. Havoc, nice to have you back out here. Hope you got
Scott, who is Mr. Rogers over there, was sharing the Locker Room Rants 100 subscribers. He was out there helping us spread the word. So, many thanks to you, brother. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you, Scott. Havoc, glad to see you made it safe to Vancouver, Washington on that road trip from Atlanta. Hope you had some nice stops, seen some cool shit, and listen to the Locker Room Rant the whole way there.
Dion's put me on blast, and he loves it, bro. He loves putting me on blast.
Dion, you know you're VIP. He knows he's VIP. I don't even know where the hell we left off. I don't know how we got to where we got to.
We were talking about we were talking about the,
I think we were talking Mac about Jones. Which Alabama quarterback we thought was going to be the best. I gave my opinion, then John was giving his opinion.
Yeah, the more we talked about
John said that Mac Jones is going to have more weapons, and then you said that you contradicted that.
I think now that we talked about the weapons, they're worse than I even thought they were.
I mean, Miami definitely has the best weapons if you're talking about a more hospital environment towards the quarterback.
Yeah, and they got people. They still have Will Fuller that's coming back.
Yep.
I think he's suspended or something. They got Devontae Parker coming. Waddle.
Gesicki's a decent tight end.
He is. Yeah, that's pretty damn good weapons compared to
Izzy, you
I'm
got
gonna-
him in that order? I think.
I'm gonna
I
pump
think.
the brakes.
I think I would switch Mac to Jalen in that order.
I think now's a good time for our first 9/11 tribute song.
I am a real American. Fight for the rights of every man. I am a real American. Fight for what's right. Fight for your life.
What the hell are you fucking playing with yourself or the guitar,
Their
bro?
guitar.
That was terrible. You know what, dude? Take your. That is awful. Is that how people play the fucking guitar? They play the guitar. They play the
That's
guitar
all
like
I'm gonna
this, like they're holding, like they're gonna rub one, bro. Get the
That's
hell
all-
out of here, bro.
all
Send him 30 seconds. He's out.
You-
That was
you're
despicable, bro.
Nick. You were rubbing it. You got to go, bud.
You're out, bro.
You can't rub one off here on our YouTube channel like
Jesus
that.
Christ.
You-
You can't take this dude anywhere, bro.
Dion. We had to bust Hulk Hogan out, buddy. It's our 9/11 show. It's our last show before 9/11. Got to get it in, man. So I'm gonna go. I hear a lot of Tua. I hear a lot of Mac Jones. Jalen Hurts got weapons. I think Philly has weapons. He's got the legs. I think he's definitely the best runner out of the crew. He plays in the NFC East, which I think is probably has the worst, the easiest schedule. I'm just to play devil's advocate. I could see Jalen Hurts putting up a really good year, and I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna go Jalen Hurts number 1. I'm gonna go Mac Jones number 2. And I'm gonna go Tua number 3. I didn't like what I saw out of Tua last year, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but I think they were fucking with his development, bro. They had Fitzpatrick, then they had Tua. Then they took Tua out, put in Fitzpatrick. They messed up that dude. They messed with him too much, bro. We really didn't get a good, he didn't get to settle into the QB1 role and get a rhythm rolling. So I don't know, man. Let's see, bro. I think this season is going to be a big refresher for everybody, bro. Dion wants you to enlighten. Bring up that comment. Yes, Izzy, the 20-year anniversary. It's gonna be a heart. It's gonna be a heart wrencher, man. Every year, every time, every 9/11, man, my heart goes out, man. It crushes me.
Okay. How about
Who's the
this?
tight end? Go Dare. How do you say that dude's name?
Go Dare.
All right.
Goddard, whatever the fuck. I take him over both New England tight ends. I still take Zach Ertz over Hunter Henry.
I don't think he's happy there.
Fuck him. He's still playing there. He doesn't have a choice right now. No one wanted him, so he's playing there. I still think Ertz has more left in the tank. I take both those tight ends over Mac Jones' New England tight ends. Devontae Smith. I take him probably over any of the New England wide receivers.
He's
Rieger has
unproven, bro. He's like a stick figure.
I think those other guys. I mean, is Bourne
not
proven?
not that it matters, but yes, Kendrick Bourne is absolutely proven.
He's not.
Yes, God damn it.
That guy is no good. I gotta fucking say it. Do I gotta be the one that fucking rips the Band-Aid off right now? That guy's not fucking good.
He is good, bro.
That guy's not
Kendrick
fucking
Bourne.
good.
Yes,
I've
he
said it many
is.
times. I've said it once. I'll say it again. He's not that good.
Oh, fuck off. You know what? You're lucky I can't send your ass to the fucking box. But I'll tell you right now, bro.
Okay.
Let's take it to the goddamn to the comments. Yo, you guys put yes for KB is good or no, KB is dookie.
It's a
Izzy
fucking
is
49ers. It's a 49ers.
yes, how many goddamn who better to give you an idea of how good or bad he is than Niner fans, bro? He's only been a Niner.
Melissa says KB's Dookie.
Yeah, Izzy is she's killing me right now, bro.
Dion says Bourne is damn good, and Denise says Bourne is clutch. I'm going to go with Bourne is an average receiver in this league that can be replaced at any point in time. But he can be serviceable as like a third starter. As like
You know
a third
what?
receiver.
Listen, and I'll tell you something. We were very perplexed about who would take that third spot. We didn't know, would it be Mohamed Sanu, washed up Sanu? Was it going to be Benjamin? I think Trent Sherfield showed out. There's a chance that he could solidify the third spot. And he's got hands and speed, and he's a bigger body. We've got Jalen Hurd, who we don't know what the fuck he's doing. You know,
I keep hearing about that guy.
We got Jawan
I've heard
Jennings.
about that guy for a couple of years now.
Yeah, that's all you've been fucking hearing, because since Baylor, he hasn't done a fucking thing in the NFL.
He's like, oh, wait, wins
Yeah,
Hurd.
you goddamn right I do. Two of them.
It's Hurd's time. And then the guy never plays.
You know what? This dates back before we even started the show. I remember when the Patriots first got born, John, I think you like called me
Miserable.
and you were like
pissed.
really pissed, like overly pissed off
I
that
was
the
pissed.
49ers lost this guy. I
I
had
think
to
he couldn't pay
Google
him.
who the fuck he even was.
Listen, I don't, it's not your fault that you guys don't know who he is. But I mean, he was an asset, bro. And Izzy's talking about a few drops, not enough that you're going to say that he wasn't productive, because his production as a Niner.
A few drops when you only have 6 targets is a fucking shitload.
He was targeted more. Dude, I'm fucking Christ. Somebody bring up this goddamn. Go on, carry on.
John is really he believes that the backups have a lot more of an impact on the team than they actually do. He's a big believer in that.
All right, in 2018, he had 4 touchdowns for 487 yards. 2019, he had 5 touchdowns, 358 yards. 2020, he had 667 yards, 2 touchdowns.
That's perfect third and fourth receiver on any team.
And that's the Mac Jones hot target.
All right, it's you know what? Look, let's just see how this plays out. We're gonna keep an eye on his stats this year.
Like John always talks about that. Like we had 60 million in cap room that was injured, but all of them were guys like Kendrick Bourne. There was a couple. There was Kittle was hurt. Yeah, Kittle was hurt. Debo was hurt for a little bit, and Jimmy was hurt. But most of those guys were like Kendrick Bourne type guys, or worse,
Who?
that were injured for you guys last year.
Last year was a fucking dumpster fire.
Yes, it was.
So I mean, you know,
But I'm just saying,
he was a solid number 3 receiver who did his part, and lack thereof. I mean, look, New England thought he was worth a $20-some million contract. for 2 years.
It's kind of crazy.
They got to pay him number one. They got to pay him number one money. That's their guy now.
You guys want to laugh, but New England's offense has improved in 1 year. They made moves in the offseason and they drafted one.
And they improved by getting rid of that scrub Cam Newton.
They improved because they don't hold on to shit. They don't hold shit like our teams. Our teams collect shit and put them on the shelf. Make the 53 or not. Guy like Jalen fucking Hurd is on the team.
Izzy just said KB had to be put in correct place and formations by Ayuk and Debo. Like he didn't know where to go.
Which she said that's a rookie with Ayuk and a second-year player with Debo.
Yep.
No, yeah. All right. I mean, look, the production from KB
Izzy coming with fire.
Coming with fire.
As a number 3 receiver,
coming with that ether shit to make your soul burn slow.
Fuck me. Bye. Answer is yes, Havoc. We're going to get to week 1 picks. We're spending way too much time on Kendrick Bourne. I don't know how we get to some places we get to, but we're there, and we
were just discussing the weapons in New England, bro, and we emphasized Kendrick Bourne. We'll move on. Let's go. It's
all
fine.
right.
I didn't say it was going to be goddamn. I didn't say it was going to be Edelman, but he'll be an improvement.
Okay, so let's start with Thursday night game. We're 2 days away, guys. We're less than 48 hours from the Cowboys Buccaneers game. Buccaneers are an 8-point favorite. Let's go. Who you like?
I'm gonna go with Buccaneers. I think they'll cover the spread. I think the Cowboys aren't that good, and that's that.
Where is it? Is it at Tampa or where?
It's at Tampa.
It's at Tampa. And Dak is agreeing for go, yeah?
Dak's going to play, but you have to realize I don't even think he hasn't taken many reps at all. But
week 1 is week 1's a funny week, man, for football. But I'll take Tampa. They'll cover.
Yeah, 8 points seems like a lot, but that's just a touchdown. It's a touchdown and 2-point conversion. I think they'll win by more than a touchdown and a field goal. So,
yeah, I'm with Havoc. The Cowboys is really they'll put up points. But they're gonna give up a shitload.
Yep.
I forget who's their offensive lineman, like the best one they have.
They're without him.
Or Martin.
I think Martin. I think they're without Martin in this game. The pass rush is going to get to Dak. I'd actually be scared if I was the Cowboys. I'd actually be scared to put Dak out there game 1 without him on the line. With that pass rush, I mean, they're going to get his ass. You're probably going to see a lot of Zeke. I think the Bucs are going to beat the living shit out of them. And I expect the line, it's already gone up since yesterday, but I think I could see the line continuing to go up to it's about, I'd say probably 10 and a half points. But where it's at now with the 8, I take the Buccaneers. I think the Cowboys defense will not be able to stop Tom Brady and real weapons surrounding him. Not some bullshit.
Do you think there's any regression coming off a Super Bowl?
No, not with that. I mean, fuck. Have we seen regression yet out of him coming off Super Bowls? Come on. That guy just knows how to fire himself up. He knows how to fire the team up. Mike Evans was interviewed today, and he said we're way better on offense than we were last year.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Way better. Which should scare the living shit out of the entire league, especially a defense like the Cowboys, young, and we'll probably get torn up by Tom Brady. I'm going to take the Buccaneers, and I'm going to take -8. I think they cover easily. John?
I said I got Tampa Bay covering. We got an Eagles fan in here.
JPP coming at his ass.
Mm-hmm.
Eagles fan 09. Oh, EAGLES Eagles.
All right, we got a whole bunch of 49ers. We got a Titans with Havoc. And now we got an Eagles fan.
Scott, are you a little butthurt? Just a little. He's a Kansas City fan.
Okay.
You guys kicked a few field goals, bro. It was a good shot.
Eagles fan. Glad you're out. Glad you're out with us. You guys got to stay on top of these damn comments. I'm
trying. My
Game
blood
number
pressure
2
rose up, bro. I started panicking.
I know you get like that, John. Game number 2 is the Eagles versus Falcons. Eagles fan. I see Eagles fan going with the Eagles on this one. I'm going to start us off. Falcons are 3-point favorites. I don't know who in the fuck they think they are, who Vegas thinks the Falcons are, but the team I saw last year was absolute garbage.
They got hot towards they picked up some steam. No, maybe that was the end of 2019. I'm sorry, forget it.
They suck on defense. I think Philadelphia will easily be able to move the ball on that defense. I don't know what the over-under is, but I would definitely take the over on whatever the hell it is. I think it's going to be probably the highest scoring game of the weekend. And by me saying that, though, it'll probably be a 2-0.
Wow, the Eagles fans got the Falcons winning this.
What?
Maybe he's
Trap game?
Maybe he's not.
Wait, is that at Atlanta?
It's at
Can you
Atlanta.
tell me where? Okay.
Every second team where it says Eagles versus Falcons, the second team's always
okay.
always
All right. I just wanted to be sure.
The Eagles fans taking the damn Falcons. You got to be shitting me. Come on.
Why, he's got to know something that we don't.
What the fuck do you know that we don't, Eagles fan? You tell us your secrets right now.
I think that the Eagles are gonna win and cover. Like a lot of people are talking about Miles Sanders like he's a scrub or something. I think he's very good. I think he's a very good running back, and I think he'll be able to run on that Atlanta line, and I think that'll be the deciding factor in that game. Now the Falcons are better than last year, just because Julio was hurt all of last year, and they really had only Ridley to throw to. Now they got Pitts, but I still think the Eagles are going to be able to cover.
Yeah, that defense is terrible, man. I don't know if you guys watched him in the preseason. I know it's preseason. We shouldn't read too much into it, but Jesus, they looked fucking terrible against the Browns. I think the Eagles. I think the Eagles win straight up. I'm taking the Eagles straight up. No points needed. John?
Kind of. I want to say that the Eagles will. I feel like the Eagles have more weapons, so to speak, than Atlanta. Ridley and Pitts aren't going to get it done alone.
Got to make a decision.
I'll go Philly. I'll go Philly.
What about against the spread?
So we're all taking Philly. Well, I mean the spread. If we take the Eagles, we're taking them straight up.
If we're going to take him, I'll take him straight up.
All three of us are taking the Eagles straight up to win.
Yeah, I mean, unless the
Wait,
Falcons.
you said the Falcons were favorites, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all taking the Eagles straight up.
Ooh, we're making money in Vegas, buddies. It'll probably be 82-0 Falcons.
It'll be I don't know, man. Let's keep an eye on that one. We'll see what happens.
All right. Next game on the slate is Steelers and Bills. Bills are 6.5-point favorites. That seems like a ridiculous amount for a Pittsburgh Steelers opening game. Go ahead, Nick.
I think the Bills are going to win. I think they'll cover the spread.
Ooh.
I don't think the Steelers are that good. I think the Bills are very good. And I think that the Bills will be able to cover that spread.
John?
Yeah, I'm not too crazy about the Steelers secondary, so I'll take your Bills, Tony.
Appreciate you. Are you going to take them against the spread also?
Yeah.
So you're taking the Bills minus 6.5. Yes. Nick, you're taking the Bills minus 6.5. I'm going to take the Steelers against the spread, but I'm going to take the Bills to win. And the only reason I'm feeling more confident about it is because Tuitt's not playing for Pittsburgh, and TJ Watt might not play for Pittsburgh. And if those two
having problems, huh? They can't come to an agreement.
If those two don't play, it's donezo. The Bills are going to destroy them. Dunzo.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that TJ stuff, but they better figure that out. I think
Scott's
Dan
got the Bills, easy win. Izzy's got the Bills. Havoc's got the Bills and cover. Denise has the Bills. Steelers lost to Pre last season and were never the same, and they didn't replace him. So I think it's the Bills, bro, across the board for everyone.
Yeah, I'm going Bills as well, but not to cover. I think it'll be a closer game than people think. Especially TJ, get that guy signed. What the fuck are you doing? Pittsburgh, I was talking to Dan.
He must want some dumb money, bro.
I was talking to Rizzo. I was talking to Rizzo earlier, huge Steelers fan, and he was telling me like they always play these games with like their defensive players. Even Palomalu one year when they were going to re-sign him, he was like they waited till like the first game of the year, and it was literally on the plane to go to the first game of the year. They signed him on the plane on their way to their first game. So I don't know. The Steelers do this goofy shit, but I'm sure by Sunday.
The Roonies have a big thing of like paying people big money.
You know what?
Well, then
I know I can't talk shit about Pittsburgh. I don't think anyone on this. I don't think any of us, especially you, Nick, can talk shit about Pittsburgh and how they handle business because the organization does a phenomenal job with whatever the hell they've been doing over the last 50 years.
Well, in a way, the way they do business is kind of nice because they don't take any shit. But I think, especially in the last couple of years, probably like the last 5 years, they've gone a little overboard with their stinginess, and it's actually bit them in the ass.
Yeah, but you know what? Izzy's right though, man. A lot of these guys, and if it is Havoc about the guaranteed money, listen, you're not going to get an argument out of the three of us. Get your money any way you can. It's a league that is never that nothing is promised. So get your money and make it worth it. But she's right, man. There's this thing about being top paid at the position, and it is like I don't know, bro. It's so like
it's a sign of respect.
It is.
It's a sign of respect
I agree with that.
Is it a little bit more of a status?
It's both. I mean, respect, status, any way you want. It's the thing.
All right. Well, I still think that, whatever.
TJ's pretty sick. I think
Sure.
TJ's pretty sick. Did he win? Who won Defensive Player of the Year last year?
I don't know. I think Donald.
I thought it was Myles Garrett, wasn't it?
No.
No, Myles Garrett was fucking plagued with COVID. He was
He was on his way, but then once he got COVID.
Moving on to, I think, the most boring game on the slate. Well, no, there's another one that's worse. Vikings versus Bengals. Vikings are 3-point favorites. Who you like, John?
Ooh. There's got to be an upset in week 1. I just can't find it yet. I don't know what game it would be. I don't know if it would be the Bengals
Eagles.
Vikings game.
We already. Oh, you didn't pick the Eagles. Yeah, you picked the Eagles, right?
He
I
picked
picked the Eagles straight up. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
But
an
I'm
upset.
saying like a trap game type upset. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
we got your 49ers coming up here soon, man.
no, my Niners shit. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I'll take the Vikings. I'll take the Vikings. I'll say they cover.
Nick.
Yeah, I was half tempted to pick the Bengals here. It's just the Bengals defense is so shitty.
Why do you say the Bengals like that? I never understood. It's like bungles. You like to say bungles. Like
Bengals.
Dude, you still speak like you're Amish. And second of all, let me tell you something. My friends from across the pond over there, like when they say bungles, it makes me laugh, dude. I love it.
Bengals.
Where's Carl? Goddammit.
But I have tempted to take
Bungles.
them. But their defense is so shitty. I have a feeling there's gonna be a big day from Cook. I feel like Cook always blows up the first week, and I feel like he'll blow up the first week on the Bengals.
Offensively, though, you can't take shit away from the Bengals, bro.
No, I think they're actually pretty good offensively.
Mr. Rogers, bungles. I hate that shit. Eagles fans is going with the Vikings. I feel like everyone's going with the Vikings.
I'm going to take the Vikes to cover.
I'm taking the Vikings in a blowout. I don't know why it's 3 points. That seems like the easiest one on the schedule. Their defense is much improved. I think Rich Jefferson's playing, right? I haven't heard Jefferson's not playing.
No.
I think he was a little banged up in preseason, but I think he'll be out there.
But I think Cincinnati's offense is better than you think.
Havoc, I agree with you, bro. I do. I really do.
Like,
I mean, has Joe Burrow even been practicing
know.
and shit?
I
I don't
haven't
know
seen much of him, but I will tell you guys.
I think if Joe Burrow's 100%, they'll probably put up 20, 21, 28 points.
Yeah, I don't think Burrow's mentally prepared to be out there in live game action yet after that injury.
Something tells me that he's not even 100, but that doesn't mean he's not game ready. But I would agree, man. It's a mental. There's a lot of mental to it. So, shit. I think he had the worst. I think he had the worst out of everybody, right?
I think Dalvin Cook has a day. I think he has a day against that defense.
That's the thing. I think he's going to have a big day. I feel like he always has a big week 1. Doesn't it seem like Dalvin Cook week 1 rushes for like 3 touchdowns and like 170 yards?
I feel like Dalvin Cook has a big week 1 through 17. That guy's fucking awesome.
They managed to fuck it up some way along.
I feel like he slows down at some point in time during the season. He comes down to earth a little bit.
The second half of the season, I think.
Havoc saying you could tell from his press conference he's scared. Havoc reading the man. I like that.
I think Burrow just looks like a kid. So you don't get that confidence aura out of him when he's up on the podium. But I feel like Burrow is a really, really good quarterback.
Izzy calling for the next game. We got you, girl.
Okay.
Next game on the slate, the 49ers, 7.5-point favorites against the Detroit Lions.
I'm going to take the Niners to win, but not to cover.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Exactly what the fuck I said.
You just now you're really fucking with me.
Why? I said the 49ers were going to win. I just don't think they're going
to win by a fucking landslide.
I just don't think they're going to win by over a touchdown. I think the 49ers offense is a little better than they get credit for. I don't think Goff's a complete scrub. And I think Detroit's defense is a little better than people give them credit for. That's it. And I think they're good enough not to get blown out.
Penny Sewell has not put up impressive numbers at all.
And they're at home. They can't all be covers. They can't all be covers.
Havoc. You know how to. You're pressing some buttons now, buddy.
What's he saying?
Havoc.
49ers, but they'll have 2 season ending. Oh, hell no. Don't even put that fucking shit up on the screen. No.
They're lying. No. That's what they do.
No. Jesus Christ. Don't even put that out there in the universe, goddammit.
You want to know what was a little side note? Want to know what was a hilarious week for me? When the 49ers played the New York Jets, and there was an insane amount of people that got hurt for the 49ers that game. John was bringing up this conspiracy about how the Jets field was catering.
MetLife Stadium is a fucking dump.
He's like, they should fire them from the league. They should never let people play there again.
Whoa, bro. That's not what I said. That somebody from the NFL needed to go there and needed to check on that goddamn stadium because the turf was fucking garbage.
Bye.
All right, I'm going to take
Havoc, you're going to get your ass in the fucking penalty box, too. Keep that shit up. God damn it. That's the scariest shit. Niner fans can't handle that, bro. We can't live with that kind of stress. That will give me nightmares and shit.
Yeah, yes, you know what?
Campbell is a nut job, bro. He wants to eat kneecaps on the way up, and he's a psycho, but maybe he fits the program. I don't know. Maybe he's good for the program.
Yeah, I think the 49ers, I think they win. I think they cover. And I think they just run the living I think you're going to see a second half. I could see the halftime score being something stupid. I think Detroit will probably get 2 field goals somehow. Probably off of Jimmy G interceptions.
Don't say that either, bro. We don't need
in his own territory. He'll probably get some type of stupid. He'll do something stupid. Detroit will get 2 field goals out of it. I think at halftime it'll probably be 24-6, and then you're just gonna see Sermon just feed the beast, and then Sermon's gonna end up with. I think he's going to crack 100 yards in his first NFL game just because they're going to be up so much. They're just going to be giving that guy the ball. I see blowout 49ers over Detroit.
I just don't really see the Lions moving down the field. I think our defense crushes them.
That's what I'm saying.
Be lucky to score anything. Dude, I hope
they're not
a goose egg, bro.
They're not going to drive the ball down the field. Jimmy G is going to give them the ball in his own territory, and they're going to get 2 field goals out of it. Don't get too hyped up for this first game. You got a lot of games coming this year. And that division, you're going to be losing a lot of sleep.
12-5, bro. 12
You
and
have to-
5 all day.
You have to take meds, and we're here for you. Just so you know that. We're here for you. Nick might not be. I'm here for you, buddy.
Look at
I gotta be
him.
honest.
He's got that.
I feel like that stint in the penalty box.
Would you say, Nick?
I said I feel like that stint in the penalty box was unjust.
Listen, Izzy called for it, buddy.
You're messing with her, bro. You're messing with her emotions. You're fucking with my emotions. And there's a good chance that you put Havoc up to that shit.
I wish I was that much of a creative genius that I could create a Titans fan to come in our YouTube show and fuck with John.
Scott's got Mostert in our fantasy league, and he's gonna man. You know what? I forgot that you had him, Scott. I'm not gonna lie.
All right. I think
Nick,
we can continue. What's that?
You said 49ers, but not covering the
I
spread,
said
correct?
49ers, but not cover. Yes.
All right, next one. I think it's going to be a really good matchup. We got some good
I love
matchups
this one.
coming up.
I love this one.
We got Cardinals and Titans. Titans are 3-point favorites. Nick, go ahead. Start us off, buddy.
I will actually pick the Cardinals to win. I feel like it could be a high scoring affair, but I feel like the Cardinals are a team that starts off good and kind of ends the season on a whimper. And they're going to be a team that gets handled by but I think a fresh Cardinals team is going to beat the Titans.
What's so
shit!
fresh? What's
Havoc,
so
are you
fresh?
hearing? Havoc, are you getting this,
I
buddy?
think Kyler Murray's 100%. The receiving core is 100%. Their running back, who apparently is going to be Chase Edmonds, who's probably going to get nicked up at some point in time during the season, he's going to be fresh. So the whole team's fresh.
Nah, I'm with Dizzy on this, bro. Julio, AJ Brown, Derek. I think they're gonna destroy the Cards, bro. And not by much. Maybe like
It's kind of an oxymoron there, isn't it?
no. I think
They're going to destroy the Cards, but not by much.
They're going to destroy
no,
them mentally.
No. You know what? I think the Titans destroyed the Cardinals. Cardinals starting corner Michael Butler just retired, dude. Did he?
Well, I didn't know that, Havoc, but I'm still
Did he retire? Did Malcolm Butler retire, bro?
I think Havoc's a fine enough individual that we can trust him and not to be a liar.
We don't know that, Havoc, technically.
So I'm going with the Cards. I'm assuming everyone's 100%. Izzy just said that Kyler's not 100%. I have not heard that, but I'm going with the Cards.
Jesus Christ, he did.
Chase Edmonds. This is going to be their running back. Kenyon Drake sucked anyways.
I thought so too. Like 2 good games with like 6 touchdowns. And ended the season with like 7 touchdowns. What the hell are you doing, dude? I like the Titans. I don't know about the 3 points is not a lot. If this game was being played in December, I would like the Titans by
I agree
12.
with you. If this game was being played in December, I would definitely pick the Titans.
I'm gonna go with the Titans, and I'll take the Titans with the -3. John, did you take the Titans?
With -3.
And Nick, you took the Cardinals. Straight up, right?
Straight up. There's no other way to take them.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, there is another way. What are you talking about?
I mean, I would say not. I would say I'd pick the Titans, but not to cover the spread. You might say you pick the Cardinals to cover the spread.
All right, Seahawks, Colts. Seahawks are 2.5-point favorites.
I don't understand this one.
Why?
It should be a lot more.
Yeah,
I was thinking that too.
the Seahawks are I feel like the Seahawks might put up 2 touchdowns, a 2-touchdown difference on them. Like the Colts' defense is good. Don't get me wrong, their defense is good, but they're not like out of this world. They're not like a defense. They're not like the Baltimore Ravens of 2000. They're just a good defense, and their offense is horrible.
I don't think Seattle's defense is that good, though.
Yeah, but I think they're better. I think Seattle's defense is better than Indianapolis' offense. And I think Seahawks' offense is very good.
And they beefed up their secondary. They probably have two of the top. They might have one of the better secondaries.
I mean, they have Jonathan Taylor,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it.
Yeah.
They don't even have T.Y. Hilton anymore.
No.
He's got like a neck problem or something. Like, they're fucking. They might have worse weapons. They might have the worst weapons in the league.
I don't know who their tight end is.
They still got what's his nuts? Doyle
Doyle.
and Ali Cox.
They got the O'Doyles. Their number one receiver. Their number one receiver is freaking Michael Pittman, who
Paris Campbell.
Paris Campbell.
Did they both go to Ohio State?
Paris Campbell is
Campbell did
actually Scott. I took Paris Campbell, buddy.
Michael
I
Pittman.
took him.
Michael Pittman
I
didn't
took
go to
his
Ohio
ass.
State.
Michael Pittman didn't go?
I don't think so.
I thought they both went to Ohio State.
Paris Campbell played at Ohio State.
Paris Campbell played at Ohio State. I think Pittman play for like Kansas State or something like that?
No.
I think Pittman played at Ohio State too.
Oh, I don't know.
You know what? Gives a shit. They're gonna lose.
Yeah.
John, you take who are you taking?
I'm taking Seattle.
Ooh, it hurt you to say that.
Yeah.
Covering
Um.
that 2.5 points.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I hate those fucking motherfuckers.
Jeez.
I do.
It's just very
I
bad
do.
about it.
I really do.
Jeez, John.
He gets very bad
do.
about the Seattle Seahawks.
I think this next one's hard to call, and even Vegas is saying the same thing with what they have up there. Chargers are -1 versus the Washington football team. John, start us off, buddy.
Ooh, man. The Chargers are explosive. The Washington, that front four are nasty, bro. Man. You think so, Scott? I mean, I'll take the Chargers. I believe in Herbert. They got Bosa. They got who's their number 2 receiver, Nick?
Williams.
Williams still?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll take the Chargers to cover.
Not just Williams, but a contract year Williams.
Mm-hmm.
And I could see a contract year Williams
Blow up.
being a damn good receiver. And they got Jared Cook, which I thought was a pretty low-key off-season transaction. No one really talked about Jared Cook.
Because he's never really been that good.
Kinda.
he's always been kind of good, but he always should have been way better than he was.
He's a pretty good player.
I think the Chargers have a good chance to surprise the league this year. So I'm not going to say anything crazy.
That is true, man. That's a real thing that Havoc's talking about is that cross country travel shit.
I was just about to say that. You have Washington at home, far distance. Washington's front seven is unbelievable. They have upgraded their offense tremendously. And to top it all off, early season, Fitzmagic.
Yeah, Scott, listen, dude, there's a damn good chance. There's a damn good chance that, like,
You're a wizard, Harry.
Where would you guys put the Chargers overall in the league? Would you put them like a dark horse?
I'll tell you where I'd put him.
Fuck yeah! So lick my blood and suck on my America! Fuck yeah! What you gonna do when we come for you now?
America.
America, fuck yeah.
America, for America, but there goes that copyright.
Yeah, that's probably going to throw a copyright infringement on there.
For the troops.
We're taking one to the team. We're taking one for the team with that.
Taking one for the team, buddy. It's 9/11 show. I think I put the Chargers just out of the playoffs.
What the fuck?
I put them just out of the playoffs in the NFC and the AFC. I'm sorry. I think 9-8 makes the playoffs. I think there'll be a 9-8 team and somehow it still just miss the playoffs. It was AFC stacked, man. It's not the NFC over there. NFC, I feel like, has 4 legit contenders, and then that's it.
You said that all of them were in that same conference.
No.
Nick, what do you think
Go ahead.
about the Chargers in particular?
I think the Chargers are good. I just don't think they're great. And I kind of have the same assessment with Tony. I think they're probably going to go somewhere around 500. They could be on the better end of that. They could be on the worse end of that.
I cannot believe that you guys have them.
Where do you have them, buddy?
Like I
I
said,
just think I think that they're like that. They're that dark horse contender, bro. Like, I don't have them missing the playoffs. I actually think that they contend. I mean, so are you saying that they can't win their division?
Didn't John rate Herbert as the best quarterback in football and had Tom Brady as his dark horse to win the MVP?
I had him to win the MVP.
Tom Brady was the dark horse.
He's very high on Herbert. He's very high on Herbert. I like Herbert too. I mean,
Did you see the numbers that Herbert put up?
Yeah.
So what the fuck are you saying?
I like Herbert too. I just don't think he's that good yet.
Why can't I make a fucking pick that I like that I think is going to be different? Why do I have to pick Tom fucking Brady?
You're able to make any pick you want, buddy.
I still think that they're far better than you guys put them.
You're able to make any pick you want, buddy.
I don't know what they finish the season with. I'll put that in my final thought.
The world's your oyster and you're the pearl.
Oh, fuck you. Go on.
All right, so who we taking here?
I'm taking the Chargers, bro.
I'm taking Washington.
I think I'm going to take Washington.
Okay.
I think I'm going to go with you, Nick.
It's because of the early season. It's magic.
No, I love Gibson. I think they're going to give that ball to Gibson. Fitzmagic will make some Fitzmagic throws. But it's the defense. It's about the defense, man. I think the defense is better. Chargers are traveling across country, like Havoc said. And Herbert's awesome. Don't get me wrong, but let's pump the brakes a little bit. Pump the brakes a little bit. Eckler is not even a real running back. He's like he's a receiver. I think we should pump the brakes a little bit. I'm going Washington and that defense. Gibson, Fitzmagic. I'm going with the McLaurin. Who's their tight end? I like their tight end too. Logan Thomas. I think they'll get the job done. I'm high on Washington.
You want to take you think that Fitzmagic will throw how many touchdowns you have him throwing, Nick? That magic that you've got going on.
I think Fitzmagic's actually going to have a big week one because he always does. Fitzmagic is one of those guys that teeters out towards the end of the season, but usually he starts off very strong. Started off strong last year. Started off strong when he was with the Jets.
He had a fucking. I mean, not that Washington is not a good team, but Miami they were no pushover either.
Dude, I mean, he has arguably as many. I mean, you got to remember they didn't have Jalen Waddle back then. Their receivers were their tight end was Gesicki. Their receivers were Parker and Pierre Williams, I think, or something like that. So they didn't have crazy talent. Yeah, they didn't have crazy talent, and yet Fitzmagic made it work. I'm gonna go 24-21 Reds Washington. I can see something like that.
Fitzmagic leads them down the field for that final little field goal.
Yep. And you totally see it happen. And then we'll get that same thing where we're going, oh, Fitzmagic, he's going on, and then they'll want to like bench him by like midseason.
Yeah. All right. Let's go with Jets Panthers.
This is gonna be a shit show.
I think Sam Darnold's gonna go ape shit. I know it's hard to vision that. It's hard to vision Sam Darnold actually.
But how does he go ape shit? Like who are
I think he's gonna throw for a ton of yards. I think he's gonna throw for a ton of yards and get like 3-4 touchdowns. I think he's gonna go nuts.
Who do they have to throw the ball to?
Who are we talking about?
They got DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson.
What game are we talking about?
God damn it, John.
Jets.
The fuck's wrong with you? Aren't you fall asleep on us?
No. I was trying to think.
I know people like Roby a lot, but I like Samuel was their best receiver for me last year.
No, DJ Moore and Anderson are their best two receivers. They got McCaffrey back. I'm sure he'll dump little shits off to him, and he'll take it 80 yards for a touchdown.
He'll dump passes to McCaffrey.
Yeah, I think the Panthers are going to destroy them. Or I'm wrong.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
Who cares?
I'm gonna go.
There's got to be a game this week there's got to be a game in week one where a team that should win shits the bed, like when Jacksonville beat.
I'm actually gonna.
Didn't Jacksonville beat Indy last season? It was like, what the fuck happened?
That was week one. I think it was the last win all fucking year.
Week one is a funny week, man, for football.
I'm actually gonna pick the Jets to beat the Panthers.
You know, why the fuck would you do that?
And I'm gonna have them not to cover. I mean, I'm sorry, they don't have to cover. They won. They don't have to cover. They won.
I fucking love you, dude.
So you're taking the Jets straight up.
The Jets are gonna beat. Jets are gonna beat the Panthers. Jets are gonna beat the Panthers. I think it's going to be a showdown between two young quarterbacks, one Sam Darnold with his new team, and one Zach Wilson, with rookie quarterback, number 2 pick overall. And I think the one has Mr. Rogers says watch Terrace Marshall. A lot of people are talking about him. I don't know. But you're going to have the showdown between Wilson and Darnold, and Darnold is somebody who's always cowered, and Wilson looks mature beyond his years. And I think that's going to be
Mariah, what's happening? Thanks for coming in.
Also, the Jets' defense isn't bad. Like, they're not terrible.
I actually like the Jets' weapons. I think Corey Davis still has some left in the tank. Crowder still has something left. I don't know what the fuck they're doing at running back with Tevin Coleman. But they got rid of that Herndon
Yeah.
that they sent to Minnesota.
Yep.
Who else? They have another good receiver. You know what?
Are you talking about the Jets right now? They have a rookie in Kenny Yeboah who is a tight end. He was pretty sick. I mean, he could be a standout for them. But I just think like there's some injuries there, man, and it's Salah's first year as a head coach, and I really don't know if I really buy into the hype just yet. I'm taking the Panthers to cover.
Taking the Panthers in a blowout. Nick's taking the Jets. Have fun with that, buddy.
All right.
Raya, thanks for stopping in. Hey, let me know what you guys decide on that fantasy draft. I don't want to hold you guys up.
All right, next game on the slate.
I don't give a shit.
The Jaguars and Texans, guys. If someone knocked on my door right now and said, "Here's your flight, here's your hotel voucher, and 2 tickets to sit in that," don't they have like a? Oh, it's in Houston, but here's field passes. I'd say get the fuck off my porch right now.
Dude, you're full of shit.
Let's cut the shit, Tony. We're dying for football. You take that,
dude. Tony, dude, we're taking those gifts, and we're going. Even with field passes, we're going.
We're going on eBay. You'd rather
go on eBay, bro, but I'm going.
You would rather.
Fuck yes.
Hold on. Let me just say this. This is a 1:00 game. Your 49ers is also a 1:00 game. My Buffalo Bills is a 1:00 game. You would rather go to the Jaguars Texans.
I was thinking you meant was today.
No,
Yeah.
Not fucking today.
You know what though, dude? Listen.
I'd want to stay and watch the Browns Chiefs.
You would do that at home, Nick?
Yeah, absolutely. I actually don't like going to football games.
I mean, field passes, bro. I mean, look, Tony's right. The time, there's conflicting interest here. Okay. The way that I would behave watching the game on my iPad, I would be escorted out, maybe tased. I might actually, they might shoot me. So you know what? I mean, listen, if it were any other day, not a 1:00 game, if it were like an evening, I'm taking those passes, Tony. And don't change it because the Bills are playing. That means that you would still pass on all this shit, even if the Bills played at 1 and the Jags game was at 8:20. You're still passing?
I don't think you guys understand. I'm not going to the fucking Jaguars Houston Texans game ever.
So if the game were tonight and you got that package, you wouldn't go.
I couldn't go tonight. I got work and a kid.
if you get work, if it were tomorrow and you totally have work off, you take your kid with you.
Have you ever traveled with a 2-year-old? It's miserable. I can't do that. No, I'm not fucking going to the Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Houston Texans
somebody
game.
Bought your hotel, flew you out there, gave you field passes. You're not going to stand out there and watch at least the number 1 overall pick. I mean, come on, bro. That sounds silly, bro. Who would
right,
pass that up?
Does it sound silly that they play at 1:00 on Sunday? And I'd rather watch my Buffalo Bills
No,
than fucking go to the dumbass Jaguars Texans game.
No. Let's hypothetically let's change the
It's
time.
not hypothetical.
Let's say that they played it.
I was thinking that you just wouldn't go to the game at all.
Yeah, me too.
I understand that you have other stuff that you would like to do.
I don't think I would go at all.
I'll go for a free meal.
No one said anything about a free meal.
Oh, they'll give you a free meal.
I didn't say free meal. You son of a bitch. Cheap son of a bitch. No one said anything about a free meal. Free meal might persuade me to go now.
This is like all you can eat chicken tenders.
Thank you. This is our sack leader.
Unlimited dips.
Unlimited dips.
I'm a big fan of dips. It depends on what dips they have. You know what?
What
I'm
the
not
fuck
gonna-
are you guys talking about, bro?
See, John, that's what you get. You haven't been fucking paying attention enough to us tonight.
I've been listening to everything you say, bro.
Your head's up your ass tonight, buddy.
No, my head is not up my ass tonight. You have your head up your ass because you're passing on an opportunity.
So for the prediction, I will say the Jaguars to cover, just because I don't think the Texans have a squad worthy of winning a game as it's constructed right now.
You were all over Tyrod Taylor's nutsack last year.
No,
last
You
week.
were holding them up, bro.
Wasn't
They
all
were
over
resting.
Tyrod Taylor's
Dude,
nutsack.
they were resting
Yes,
right
you
there
were.
on your nose, bro.
What I said was he's better than Cam Newton, and I continue to stand by that.
No, you didn't just say he's better than Cam. You were on his nuts
Tyrod
last
Taylor-
week.
Nick,
No,
his nuts were resting right on the
I
bridge
said
of
he's
your
an
nose.
okay quarterback, and I don't think it's a done deal that Cam Newton's better than him. That's all I said. Do I think he's necessarily great? No. Do I think that he's good enough to win games? No. And do I think that anyone else on that team is capable of stepping up and contributing to the Houston Texans winning games? No.
Penalty box. How about penalty bucks? Yes.
Goodbye, motherfucker!
Last week, John, was he or was he not all over Tyrod Taylor's nutsack?
Oh, dude, I told you he was suspending them with his chin. No, bro. He's rightfully sitting this one out.
We spent way too much time on the Jaguars Texans. I'm going to go with the Texans, just because I think they're going to run. I don't know what the fuck
dude,
they're going to do. I don't really know.
Jacksonville's winning this, and they're going to cover. They will. They will.
Rookie quarterback.
I mean, this is the best. This is his best case scenario. The perfect week 1 start for him against the Texans. They're going to cover. They're going to win.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go with the Texans. I'm not gonna give a reason why, because this game sucks balls. All right.
Yeah. Now bring
So
Goofball back in.
Let's bring Goofball back in.
Here we go again. It's the Cleveland Browns and it's first and 10.
Go ahead, buddy. Talk about your Browns.
As much as I would love to see the Browns, and in the back of my head, I still think they have a shot, but I am going to go with the Chiefs, but I do think that they will not cover. I think it's going to be a lot closer of a game.
What the fuck?
And
You're taking Scott's Kansas City Chiefs over your Cleveland Browns
I think they're at least
at Arrowhead?
I think they're the best team in the AFC. Unless I'm proven wrong, then I will continue to think that way.
Yes.
At home,
You're giving him the
home?
satisfaction, and it's killing me.
at home, I'm gonna be think what I think. I don't think it's out of the question the Browns can't win, but if the Browns do win, then we're in for a hell of a season. But I just think the Chiefs are at this point in time, they're a little better.
Look at all these people going Browns, and your bitch ass is going.
I
with,
know.
I will be the happiest wrong person in the world if that were to happen.
And you're hanging a Kansas City pennant behind you.
Listen,
What's wrong? Is something wrong with your eyebrow?
There's no Kansas City pennant behind me.
There's gonna be.
let's see if we could change your mind. Just really listen to what I
If
play
the
right
Browns
now.
win, you have to put one there.
I'm not putting one there.
You will.
Nick,
I'll let the
see if,
Browns win better.
see if this changes your mind.
Here we go again. It's the Cleveland Browns and it's first and 10.
So get on your feet and let the games begin.
Oh shit, dude! I want to put you in the penalty box so bad, but you know what? You redeemed yourself, bro. You redeemed yourself.
I'm going. Listen, I don't think they're going to be shit this year. Okay, I think this is that week 1 upset that we've been talking about. I think.
Oh, you think it comes here, bro?
I think it comes here.
At
I
home.
think. I think it comes here, and I'm with Izzy. I think Chubb runs wild on the Kansas City defense. I think Baker will manage the game. I think the defense will get enough stops to stop the bleeding, because you're not going to stop Mahomes for an entire 4 quarters.
No. Yeah.
I think they'll get enough stops to pull this out. I'm going to take the Browns straight up, and I think it's I wouldn't even call it a trap game. I think this is a game that Kansas City knows they're going to have to roll up their sleeves, and this is going to be a game.
This is a game. This is not Kansas City should win by any means possible. Like I said, I don't discount the fact that the Browns could win. They very well could win this game. If I was a betting person, honestly, I can come out here and tell you the Browns are going to win, but I really couldn't. That's the best team. That the Chiefs are the best team till they're dethroned.
They were dethroned last year.
Not in the AFC, they weren't.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I think that's going to be I think that's the must-see game of the week.
I mean,
I would love, Nick. I would love to bring Izzy on and Scott on to remind you, to remind you that your Browns have possibly the most dominant run game in the league.
Listen, that's all true.
And Scott to be able to defend his Kansas City Chiefs because he believes that, they got the job done with Chad Henne, which to me, they never would have even been there had you just finished off Chad Henne. That's where the Browns just blew my fucking mind.
Here's the thing. Last year, as good of a season as the Browns had, and they had a pretty good season.
Look at Mariah. Mariah's even got them going to the Super Bowl. They have a plus 1,400, the same as the Niners for Super Bowl odds.
So the Browns, when they lost last year, you could say like they lost to Henne, which is true. That's all fine and dandy. Henne didn't play the whole game. Mahomes played a decent part of that game.
You guys,
we had huge holes on our defense.
They were without Mahomes for the entire second half. I don't give a shit if you don't have fucking shoes. You still should be able to beat Chad Henne, bro.
John,
at one point,
our defense was terrible.
He ran probably 15 yards for a first down. You guys didn't even touch him.
If Koromoa is on the field and Anthony Walker,
they're
on the field. That's a sack. That's a sack. It is. They just didn't have the talent on defense. Their offense was what was carrying them. They have the talent on defense now. So I think it's definitely going to be mano-a-mano. They're going to go right towards each other. But
they gotta not get cute with this though. You turn around, you hand it to Chubb, you take time off the clock, you limit the possessions that Kansas City has, and you tell Mr. Clowney and Mr. Garrett, go get that motherfucker.
Yeah.
and that's how you
if
play
they
it.
can execute that, then they have a fantastic chance at winning.
This is probably the week one, believe it or not, in my opinion. Okay, this is my opinion. Stefanski is defined by how he handles Andy Reid's air raid offense. All right. So, in my opinion, I believe that if the Browns can beat Kansas City at Arrowhead, all right, week one, I would believe that if they did that, the Super Bowl odds would probably go up by, Tony, what do you think? Plus 1,400 to, and I mean, it's kind of like a stretch. It's probably a stretch because it's just week one. But if it's a convincing victory at Arrowhead, holy shit, bro.
Not even convincing. Not even convincing.
I think if the Browns win at Arrowhead, they're probably the favorites to go to the Super Bowl from the AFC.
This is the biggest game. This is probably the biggest game. This I think I put this coming game, I put it above last year's postseason games.
No,
I think this is the biggest game.
Dude, this is the most anticipated game. The Browns Kansas City game is the most anticipated game of week one. I'm looking forward to it more than anyone.
Everyone's looking,
maybe even more than you because your fucking screws are loose.
Everyone's looking forward to it, but the thing is, I mean, it doesn't have any real ramifications. Even if the Browns lose, it doesn't have any real ramifications because if they lose, they lost to the best team. Obviously, they can't get hammered. You don't want them to get pounded. But
I think mentally, this is enormous.
But the Browns
this is enormous.
Win every other game they play. You know,
Scott, I believe Scott that this is probably Stefanski's most defining moment in week one. If he can win,
these two teams are going to meet again. At some point.
No, there's no saying that.
I mean, at some point in time, probably.
Yeah, but the point is, if the Browns can win this game, I mean, fuck, that changes. I don't know. I think I'm more excited about this game than Nick is, Tony.
No, I'm very excited about it.
You don't seem so.
Because I'm just trying to look at it from an objective person, as an objective person.
Scott, bro, it's going to be closer than that. The Browns secondary is actually the Browns secondary has improved.
Be an American, where at least I know I'm free.
I think the Browns cover. I'm picking the Browns to win, straight up. John?
I'm picking the Browns to win.
And the Browns fan is picking the Chiefs.
31-27 Cleveland.
I picked the Chiefs not to cover, though.
And I believe that Patrick Mahomes gets picked off twice that game.
We'll see. Shit. I'd like to see it.
All right. Dolphins, Patriots. The Patriots are 3-point favorites. Who you like, Nick?
I'm tempted.
That's very true, Havoc. Good point. I'm
tempted to pick the Dolphins because I believe they have more talent, but the Patriots do have the greatest wide receiver known to man, named Kendrick Moore. So, who knows? No, I'm picking the Dolphins cover.
Let's not start this shit, please.
I'm not even going there, bro. I'm not going there.
I'm picking the Dolphins. Yeah, I'm picking the Dolphins cover. Are the Dolphins even covering? Are they getting points?
They're getting 3.
Oh, they're getting 3. Oh,
yeah.
That's crazy. No, the Dolphins are going to win.
John?
I got the Patriots winning that. straight up.
Well, they're giving 3.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, they're covering. I got them winning. I believe that that New England can beat Miami.
I'm going to go with you. I'm going to go. I'm going to hang it on the Dolphins. I mean the Patriots defense. I think the Patriots defense is going to dominate that game. I'm going to say it's going to be a score or something shitty. I'm going to say. Let me go 17-10. 17-10 Patriots. Low scoring affair. I think they'll have a defensive touchdown. Going out of the limb there.
I mean, I'm just not sold on. I believe Tua needs to get his reps. I don't know that his accuracy has improved since last season. So I think the Patriots are a more polished football team. I think the secondary in Miami will keep it close. Didn't Miami give Kansas City a run?
Yeah, they picked off Mahomes like a few times in that game, I think.
So I think the secondary is where Mac Jones might come into some trouble, but I still think that the Patriots pull this one out. And I'm with you, Tony. I don't believe it's anything to brag about.
I'm definitely taking the under on that one. I don't know what it is, but it's got to be way less than 27 points. Way
a lot
more
of
than
picks
27.
have the Dolphins over the Patriots 23-20. And I've seen that about 3 times on a few different networks. So it could flip flop just as easily. So,
All right, next on the docket, we got Packers versus Saints. I think this game is being played in Jacksonville. Packers -4. I thought that line was pretty aggressive. Well, not aggressive enough for the Packers, to be honest. I
think the Packers are going to cover that easily.
It's not even a home game for the Saints, so it's not even like, I don't know. I think I'm all in on the revenge tour. I'm all in on the Aaron Rodgers revenge tour. I get it. The Saints have a good defense. They have Kamara. With a defense in Kamara, you should be able to at least keep a game close. I just don't trust Winston. I don't trust Jameis Winston. I think he
an inopportune pick at some point in time.
Probably a pick 6
Yep.
To start the game, and they'll probably never look back. I see the Packers covering easily. John?
man, I'm trying to figure out could the Saints upset them? You know, could this be a big game for Winston? Maybe his biggest of the season. But like you said, dude, it's hard to turn away from the revenge tour of Aaron Rodgers. So, you know, he wants all the fucking smoke too. So, man, it's a toughie. I'll take Green Bay. I'll take Green Bay.
Minus the points?
Minus the points.
All right. Nick, I see you're yawning, so we better hurry this last few up, you son of a bitch.
You got to go save people tonight, bro. Don't you go sleeping on anybody.
All right. Broncos -3 at
I
the
did
Giants.
see that, Izzy. I saw that. I'll thank her later, too, just in case she didn't hear me.
I like the Broncos. I like them to cover. I think the Giants. I'm not a believer in the Giants. I'm not a believer in the Giants. I know they did a couple upgrades, but I don't think it was enough to really have a complete impact on the team. And I do like Bridgewater. I think he's very underrated. And I think there actually is talent on the Broncos offense and defense. So
the defense, the secondary in Denver is fucking stacked. So
yeah, so I think they have a lot of talent on that team that's not yet realized. So I feel like the Broncos are going to cover that spread.
Johnny?
I agree with Nick. Everything. I think the Broncos have an all around. I agree with Nick.
I do too. I think the Broncos win in a bloodbath. I think I'm not sold on the Giants. That offensive line, Daniel Jones, Barkley will probably be back, but he won't be Barkley, and he won't get that many touches, I'm sure, week one. I like Denver. I like touchdown Teddy. I like their weapons they have around him with Sutton and Judy. That running back, who's that rookie? Javonte Williams?
Javonte Williams.
I heard he's sick. I saw him a few times in preseason, but I think they'll have what it takes to cover a 3-point spread. So I'm going to go with the Broncos on that.
Izzy, you like the Giants defense, huh? I don't think that they have an offense to roll to save their soul. I don't think they got. I don't even think they're sold on Jones right now. Is the Giants defense really impressive?
They're good.
I think they're okay.
They're good, but I don't know. Daniel Jones, I'm not trusting that whole thing right now.
I'm not trusting Daniel Jones either, bro.
All right.
We are the Bears, shuffling through, shuffling on down, doing it for you.
The Bears versus the Rams. Rams are -7.5.
I like the Rams to win, but I like them not to cover.
Took the words right out of my mouth, buddy. How about you, John?
John? Johnny? Why'd you take your headpiece out?
You know what? I had to switch. One died on me. I'm sorry.
Okay. So who are you taking? Bears. Bears are getting 7.5 against the Rams. The Rams are at home.
I'm taking. Shit. I'm taking the Rams. I think McVay now with Matt Stafford, that offense. Shit. He's like the Kmart, he's like the Kmart version of Kyle Shanahan. Sean McVay has found himself a quarterback to run that system. And I like their receivers. And I think there's a good chance that Aaron Donald snaps off Andy Dalton's neck and just breaks him in two. So,
Do you like them to cover the spread?
I do.
Okay, so you're taking Rams -7.5. I'm going to take the
-7.5.
I'm going to take the Rams to win, but not to cover, like our boy Nicholas down there. Final game on the slate, I believe. Final game on the slate is the Monday night Ravens -4.5 versus the Raiders. I'll tell you what, I haven't heard shit about the Las Vegas Raiders the entire offseason.
Yep.
I like nothing. I don't even remember them drafting. I don't remember anything about these guys. It's like they weren't even a fucking team for the entire offseason.
That is true. I haven't heard much about them.
I know they signed Kenyon Drake to go along with Jacobs.
Yep.
And they lost Nelson Aguilar. That's all I've heard.
Yep.
Look, I don't think John Gruden knows how to coach. And I think
John Gruden's vastly overrated. as a coach.
I agree 100%. Without a doubt.
But I mean, I've known that for years. I've known that for almost 20 years that he was vastly overrated.
Havoc, you've got this as an upset, huh?
I'll tell you what, I might be with Havoc. It's a Monday night, first Monday night of the year. I think Vegas is going to 4.5 is very enticing. I think I'm going to go Raiders on this. Again, you got to fly out to the West Coast. Primetime game. I don't know who every day another running back for the Ravens gets injured for the entire season.
Yeah.
Justice Hill just got put on IR.
There's talks that they're bringing Levy on.
Talks of Le'Veon, talks of Latavius Murray just got cut by the Saints today. I think I'm with Havoc. I think I'm going to go crazy with Havoc, and I'm going to take the Raiders as another week one upset. How about you, Nick?
I would like to. And all the stuff that you guys said is very enticing to do that.
Yeah.
That being said, the Ravens typically win games that they should. And I think that they should win this game.
So you're saying that because the run game is just minimized, it's like, what is it? It's Gus Edwards, and if
it's
they
Lamar
sign
Jackson.
It's Lamar Jackson.
It's Lamar Jackson.
Le'Veon Bell, it's going to be QB1, RB1. It's going to be Lamar just rushing for 230 yards.
Pretty much.
And he's
not
going
to rush
for
he's not going to rush for 230 yards, but he's going to rush for upwards of 100 yards. He's probably going to rush a touchdown in. He'll probably throw for another touchdown. He'll probably have a typical Lamar day where he throws for about 200 yards and rushes for about another close to 100. Or he might throw for 150 yards and rush for a little over 100.
He's right, though, Tony. They typically win the games that they should. Izzy, I know how you feel about Roman, man, but you can't. The fucking guy, he can scheme up mobile quarter. I mean, could you imagine that motherfucker with Russell or Kyler Murray? Jesus.
But the thing is, the spread, they might not cover the spread. I feel like this could be like a Tucker game-ending field goal type thing.
Okay. I could see that as well. Lamar's just back there. I don't know what the fuck they're doing anymore. Just I really don't even care. I think it's played out already. I'm already Lamar Jackson played out. I'm tired of seeing
I just
him.
don't think I think he's as good. He's one of those guys. He's as good as he's going to get, and that can get you far. But I don't think that doesn't ever win you a Super Bowl.
He's great. But I don't think they have a lot around him. They just signed Andrews. They just signed the tight end Andrews for like another 4 years. Gave him a huge contract. But outside of Andrews, Dobbins going down. The defense, I don't even know what
Hill went down.
I don't know what the defense looks like. But then again, I don't know what the fuck the Raiders are. I don't know what
around Darren Waller.
That's it. Ruggs.
What do they have? Kenyon Drake.
They got Drake and Jacobs.
They
Ruggs.
got Henry Ruggs.
Oh, Ruggs.
Dude,
that's their speed guy, bro.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, I just don't think I give a shit. I'm going to take the Raiders just because it's fun and Havoc did it. I'm on the Havoc train.
I'm not taking the Raiders. I'm not taking the Raiders. I believe that the Ravens win this one.
I think it's going to fuck. I think the Raiders are going to win. It's going to fuck up that survivor pool.
I'm picking the Ravens not to cover.
Gotcha. John?
I agree. I'll take the Ravens not to cover as well.
All right. We're going to get to our would you rather for the night. Our would you rather, a little goofy of one. Please feel free to send us some would you rathers. That'd be nice. I'm not just laying in my bed at night thinking of some fucked up scenarios that I'm going to be in one day probably. Okay. Would you rather have nightmares every night for the rest of your life, or never be able to shower or take a bath again?
It's not even a question. I'd rather
Jesus.
I'd rather have a nightmare for the rest of my life.
Every time you fall asleep, you have a nightmare.
Every time you go to sleep, bro,
because nightmares don't bother me.
I guess I would take the nightmares, Tony,
I've
because
had
I'm going to
nightmares.
anticipate that every night. I'm going to go into it knowing I'm going to have a nightmare, but I'm going to go into that nightmare clean.
Yeah.
So
You can still use like baby wipes and stuff.
nah, that's disgusting. I'd rather
Having a nightmare the rest of my life doesn't bother me.
You must not have had the nightmares I've had. I told you about that. What about with Petros is holding the crab legs?
Yeah, that one. That's crab legs.
No, nobody wants that fucking dream. I got news for you.
I mean, look. I would rather have nightmares, bro. You got
Yeah, it seems like
I'll have a nightmare and I'll have a nightmare and like honestly, like in the nightmare I'll be like, this ain't real. And I'll just wake up.
It's still scary though.
I'll just wake up and I'll be like, and not even a bead of sweat coming off my head.
Oh, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? I have nightmares that I have no grip of reality. I'm never in my nightmare like, oh, this is just a nightmare. Usually it's a nightmare. I'm scared shitless. So, you know.
I'm pretty much a master of my sleep realm.
Yeah, these people don't know the way that you sleep, though.
Nick sleeps like he's in a coffin.
Like he has narcolepsy. And there's no doubt about it. I mean, he can be in the corner over here. He can be sitting there on the couch, right behind me, and I'll be here. I will be talking, but I'll be reading something here, and Nick will be behind me, and I can hear him just. I mean, it's like,
yeah, I snore pretty bad.
And it's right now, mid-sentence. The one thing that you guys don't know about Nick is when he sleeps deep, you can say, hey, Nick, what's 36 plus 12? And he will fire off that answer just like he'd been awake the whole time. It's the weirdest thing. We did it to him many times.
He knows the answer when he's sleeping, but not when he's awake.
It's weird, dude. It's just be like he'll be snoring. We'll be like, Nick, 12 plus 26. He'll just give us the answer, and he'll never open his eyes. He just says it, and he goes back to snoring. It's crazy.
Nick, you're like Goodwill Hunting.
Havoc Rain Man Nick.
Fucked up version of Goodwill Hunting.
Rain Man Nick.
You sleep, Christ. Nick. You sleep like a vampire in a coffin. It's so disturbing how you sleep.
Like, dude, it's not even fair that you do it. It's not even fair because I will think that you are listening to me and you just go off.
I wish I could sleep like that. I wish I could sleep on that.
John's not much better. I was trying to have John watch Harry Potter, and literally, about 15 minutes in, he would always pass out.
What do you want me to do, bro?
You're a wizard, Harry.
Same thing with Game of Thrones.
Oh my God, guys! The opening, the intro to Game of Thrones, like the music building up to the beginning of the episode, I'm in the deepest of sleep before it even ends. So I guess I suck too. I guess
it pissed me off because we'd watch the episode. I'd watch the episode because I'd go over there. I'd watch the episode. John would pass out, and then I'd go over there to watch the next episode, and he'd be like, "Well, we got to watch the other episode because I don't know what's going on." Imagine how pissed off you would get.
Dude, and that dude, the beginning of the music just
it was like a never-ending cycle. So we'd watch that episode, and then when the credits start rolling for the actual episode that I went over to watch, Dunzo.
None of us can talk shit about sleep, to be honest, because I'm a lunatic as well. Did we freeze?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I kind of have a good would you rather right now.
Oh,
No,
let's hit it.
then just save it for next week.
I know, but that one was
because
shitty.
this one, we need to redeem. We need to redeem this one. We need to redeem this one. Okay,
I got
let's
good
redeem
final
this one.
thoughts here.
Stick it in your ass, and we'll get to it.
We can't do 8 final. We did this last week.
Right.
Because
Because we need ideas for would you rather's, but this is a good one. Would you rather walk everywhere, so you no longer have a car, or would you rather live in the smallest of like it's like one of those like little shacks? You can choose where you put it. So would you rather live in a tiny little shack with just your cell phone? You have no electricity, so it's just your phone.
We did the cell phone thing last week.
No, bro. This is a little shack. You get to choose where you place it. So you can either live in that or never drive again. You have to walk everywhere. No electricity.
I'd pick the thing that I got to drive.
You just get to lay in a little bed in your little shack wherever you put it. Would you rather live in a little shack that where you place it is where it stays, bro?
Fucking awful. This is fucking awful. Would you rather?
Well, I mean, dude, think about it. Would you rather walk everywhere?
Would you rather?
Rain?
Terrible.
Would you rather walk everywhere?
I don't want to walk everywhere. I want to drive. Wait for 3 fucking minutes. Sorry about that bullshit. Would you rather?
You know what? My guy tried though. That was fucking awesome. John never gets put in the penalty box, but god damn it.
This time. He earned every second of this penalty
He
box.
fucking earned those 30 seconds there, boy.
One would you rather per episode. That's the new rule.
I'll stick with that. Let's bring John back in after that. He's gonna be fired up. Let's get the final thoughts. Jesus Christ.
Dude, you fucking kicked me for a would you rather suggestion?
Yes. You deserved every minute.
Oh, kiss my ass, Nick. You fucking ate that one up, dude, and you enjoy it. You can have your flowers too, you son of a bitch.
All right. Final thoughts. I got a good final thought.
Let's hear it, buddy.
Probably about 2 years ago, my buddy John down here said, you know what, Nick? You know who the Browns should trade for? They should trade for Nick Mullins. We'd probably give him away for late first, early second round.
The fuck I never did.
We'd probably give him for a second round pick.
It was a
give him for a second round.
And he didn't
pick.
even shit the bed yet.
Well, it just so happens that the Browns have signed Nick Mullins to their practice squad. So we got him anyways, John. We got him anyways.
I never would have given up.
We got him on our practice
I wouldn't have expected a soul on the planet.
Poetic justice.
But at the fucking time,
we have a Hall of Famer.
At that time, I believed that Nick Mullins was worth a fourth, and the Browns needed.
Oh shit! You said second.
No, nobody would ever believe that. He was never worth that.
You said second rounder.
No, I didn't, because he was never worth that.
We got a practice squad buddy, Nick Mullins, to be running our scout team.
Well, I fucking hate Nick Mullins.
Now trade for Jimmy. Good. I like that, Mariah.
Mariah, dude, she's ready to. Dude, she will fucking deliver him. She will pay the Uber. She will send him wherever the hell you want him to go.
Mariah is a Trey Lance fan.
Yes, she is, and she believes in Trey for sure.
John, you have any final thoughts, buddy?
Yes, I do have final thoughts, and you know what? It is in regards to Trey Lance. I want to know exactly where this dude chipped the bone in his fucking finger. Dude, I need to know because I'm concerned about the injury. I want to know where in the hand this happened. Was it at the knuckle and the joint? Was it in my fucking mind? I cannot picture where the fucking injury took place in the finger. It drives me fucking nuts.
I think it's kind of like right here.
What the fuck? Is that a fucking finger?
I think it's kind of like right here.
Looks like,
I don't know. I think it might be right here.
that looks like my fucking big toe, you asshole.
You know what? I think Shanahan made that whole fucking thing up. I saw the throw. I saw his hand hit the helmet, but I think Shanahan saw it as an opportunity.
I want to see that X-ray.
To fuck with people. Because a chipped bone and you're a quarterback and you're only out for 1 week ain't happening. Ain't happening with your rookie stud.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't happening. I think he made the shit up to put the quarterback questions to rest for at least a week.
He wants to be able to play Jimmy that whole game and not have people clamor for Trey Lance just yet. That's what it was.
All right, listen. You got 10 fucking minutes to make your case because it's interesting, and there are people in this chat that would be glad to hear it.
I don't need that.
No. Between the two of you, all right, use 5 minutes between the two of you.
I don't need to say anything more than
reiterate into that.
I think Shanahan.
Let me ask you something. Every press conference you see with Shanahan, is he not asked about his quarterback situation? Every single press conference.
Oh my God, dude, it's fucking miserable. Absolutely.
So if you say your stud quarterback, and he hit his finger, so it seems like the truth. If he chipped a bone in his finger, don't you think that that's his way of just having people shut the fuck up about him? About the quarterback controversy?
I feel like a chipped bone in a finger is either no time off, or maybe like 3-4 weeks.
For a quarterback?
Yeah.
Maybe for a linebacker. For a quarterback?
No, I feel like a linebacker.
Yeah, but here's the thing. You might be right. And for the show, because there are beat writers and there are people out there, and they're taking photos like, no, Trey Lance didn't throw today. Trey Lance didn't throw today. So if they are literally not seeing Trey throw the fucking football, you're not doing his development any fucking favors by not giving him reps with the ball. So I'd
still be going through the playbook and doing all that rookie
without a
bullshit.
doubt. No. I'm not saying either one of you are wrong. I'm actually it's very interesting because a lot of Niner fans have been questioning that injury. I think we bought it the first 3 or 4 days, but now a week later, I think now because we know our coach is a fucking joker, bro. This dude loves fucking with the media. He loves it, bro. He loves it. I think he fucking lives for it. I think he secretly hates Grant Cohn and he hates the fucking media, and he just never, if it wasn't part of his contract to address the media, I feel like he would never be at the podium.
Let me ask you this. Real quick, Nick. By saying he's only out for 1 week with a chipped bone, you know what that does to Detroit? Detroit still has to plan for both quarterbacks. If you would have just ruled him out for 2 or 3 weeks with a chipped bone, okay, all right, it's Jimmy G. There's not going to be any quarterback switching in and out. Trey Lance isn't going to come into this game at all. No game planning for him whatsoever. Let's just focus on Jimmy G. By saying he's only out for 1 week, now Detroit has to plan for both quarterbacks.
Wait,
saying he's only out for 1 week.
Why?
Why what?
So he's not out for week 1?
Has he been ruled out for week 1, John?
I don't think so. Because I don't really I mean, they named Jimmy as the starter. So They didn't really
Yeah,
say.
I thought he was injured for week 1.
He was injured for 1 week. He said this is about a week injury. And we were like, people bought into it at the beginning, but I'm not really sure that we ever really now it's Tuesday. I think we're questioning shit. Like what you guys said, like Tony. That was a great point because I believe that most of the fan base isn't buying this shit now. So
you know what?
It's interesting. It's interesting because you're a Bills fan, Nick's a Browns fan. You have no ties to the Niners, and you guys are either paying attention or you're hearing the hype, and you're I think it's interesting. I think it goes. I guess I really never
smart.
thought people.
I think it's smart by not showing your hand. I mean, do you think Shanahan cares more about John being pissed off at him for lying or winning against Detroit week 1?
Oh, I mean, without a doubt, winning at any cost. I understand your point, bro. I find it interesting that you guys have
Belichick works that same way.
Yeah.
Belichick doesn't put people on the injured reserve or on the medical report and shit like that. He like deliberately kept people off the medical report so they have to still game plan.
I think that's not. I don't think the NFL. I think that's frowned upon. I think you actually have to report the injuries. I mean, unless I'm wrong.
I don't know how that shit works, but I know Belichick.
Maybe he just doesn't give a fuck. He'll eat the fines and he doesn't care. But yes, like Belichick just flat out won't answer. Shanahan builds a narrative. Shanahan feeds a narrative, and it's absolutely bonkers. It's just it's not bonkers, but it's not the truth.
My final thought. My final thought is has to do with my Michigan State Spartans that kicked off the season this past week, playing the Northwestern Wildcats. Michigan State won 38-21.
Spartans, what is your profession?
They have a running back named Kenneth Walker that went for 264 yards on the ground and 4 touchdowns. And we're not playing no damn YSU Penguins, which we are playing YSU Penguins this week. So I don't know. That was kind of weird that I just fucking said that. But we were playing Northwestern. It was at Northwestern with a decent defense, a Big Ten defense. Mm-hmm. I don't know how good they're going to be this year, but I think I have high hopes for this Michigan State Spartans team, and can't wait to come down. I can't wait till they come down here to Columbus. Nice chill in the air, and we can hand it to those Buckeyes. What do you think?
We have a better team this year, huh?
This year, we definitely have a better team. Offense is sick. We got holy shit. Peyton Thorne, our quarterback, Peyton Thorne. I think he's the truth. You'll probably see him make his way up some draft boards when it's all said and done.
Sounds like a Michigan State quarterback.
Peyton Thorne?
He really does.
Okay.
Jeff Stanton, Peyton Thorne.
There was this kid. Did you guys happen to watch the Georgia Clemson game?
I got a little bit of it. I didn't see the whole game though.
Holy shit. There's this kid for Georgia. He might be the best. He might be one of the best defensive football players I ever seen. I think he's a defensive tackle, and he's just a mammoth beast. And I can't see how he doesn't go top 10 in the NFL draft. I forget what the hell his name was, but he has to be a high prospect in the NFL. This guy was everywhere. Plays on the number 2 team now. Now they're number 2 in the country, and I think he's gonna be a beast. I'll have to get his name for the next show, but Georgia looks sweet. I know we're off base here. All right, we're ready to wrap this up.
Let's wrap it up.
John, we got to get Izzy on this damn show at last.
You know what? I was hoping to get her in, so we can actually bring on 2 or 3 guests at a time. I was hoping to get her in after week 1 of the season, but I mean, listen, I'll get in contact with her. I'll set something up with her for the next show. We'll bring her on because I imagine we'll. What time? What time is the Browns game, Nick?
4:30.
There you go.
Okay. I was hoping it was. Well,
Nick would have gave you I'm not real sure about that.
Actually, to be completely honest, I wasn't sure. So.
you're an asshole.
We know.
Well, I'll get in contact with Izzy. Izzy, I'm going to reach out to you. I know I haven't officially asked you, but I did mention it. I'm sticking to it. I promise you, I'm getting you on. I wanted to get you on. Let's plan it out. I'll reach out to a few people.
We need to somehow get that damn Havoc on too. I'd love to have a Havoc Izzy battle, like almost like a rap battle.
I'd like to get Dion back on. I'd like to get Breezy back on. I'd like to get a panel on here. We'll do what was it, like 10 people that we can get? Let's get a panel up here. Go around the table, and it'll be good. It'll be good for the channel too.
What's our Gmail?
I'll get Mariah on. I think. Oh, our Gmail is Locker Room Rant. The Locker Room Rant at gmail.com.
The Locker Room Rant at gmail.com. Havoc. I don't think we have any of your contact information. So the Locker Room Rant.com at gmail.com. Send us an email on there and just let us know it's you. And we'd love to have you on, especially with Izzy. I feel like you two disagree with a lot of shit. I think you say you agree on most. I think you disagree with a lot. Havoc's
it'll be a good duo to have them on together.
Havoc's a Nick lover. Havoc's a Nick lover. And Izzy's a Nick hater. So they would clash good.
Yes, sir, Dion. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Tony, put that one up on the screen there. Dion, put the email up for us. Yeah, Dion, brother, you know you're a friend of the show, man. Anytime. Izzy, I'll get in contact with you. I'll set something up. Havoc, same with you. Send us your email address to that email right there on the screen so we can get you a link. Mariah, I would like to get you on the show also whenever you're not doing a show. Mariah, please put your show in there in the chat, Tony. Mariah has a channel of her own. It's the Faithful Lee podcast. She started her channel maybe 3 weeks ago, a month ago, but it's taken off. She's doing great. Hats off to you.
Best of luck to that.
Yeah, definitely. I appreciate you guys spending the evening with us. It's been a 2-hour, 20-minute show. You guys have been amazing. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. There's the Faithful Lee pod right there. Havoc, give it a shot, brother. Check it out. I listen, guys. I appreciate everything, man. Tony, Nick, and I, we appreciate you guys more than you know. Hats off to the 100 subscribers that we got. That came quick. Nick is now learning the initials to the podcast are LRR.
Oh, yes. I'm very sorry. About that.
Yeah.
John brought that to my attention. It was the worst thing I possibly could have done.
Absolutely, Mariah. I definitely will. I'll get in contact with you right away.
Week 1 is upon us. We're 2 days away, less than 48 hours. Sunday's going to be a full slate. Watch your teams. Come on, Locker Room Rant. Chat it up with us. Let's bullshit about this week 1. I can't wait. These guys can't wait. Saturday, September 11th. Make sure you keep all those
Niners,
memories,
baby.
all those memories in your mind where you were. Some of you probably weren't even born, but remember where you were on that day. And until next time,
To the
cheers.
next 100.
To the next 100. And we'll see you next time on the Locker Room Rant. Thanks for coming.